This video introduces Git and demonstrates Git commands, using Google Cloud Shell. Fundamentally, Git is an open source software, used to track changes in computer files. In software development, Git helps in two key areas. First is version management, that is keeping track of changes that take place in the source code. Second is collaboration, that is allowing others to collaborate in the development process. This is how Git works. A working directory is the project folder, where all the project contents are stored. A local repository is a hidden subdirectory that tracks all changes made to the project files. A remote repository is a copy of local repository, stored in Git hosting platform for collaboration. These repositories are managed using Git commands. Git init command initializes Git local repository. Git add command add working files to Git staging area. Git commit command stores the content of working file in local repository. Git push command stores the local repository content in remote repository. Visit github.com. Sign in with your credentials. Click on New to create a new repository. Name the repository as Hello. Click on Create Repository. This is the repository URL. https://github.com/username/hello.git. And make a note of these commands. Let us launch Google Cloud Shell. Visit cloud.google.com. Click on Console. Click on Activate Cloud Shell. Open Cloud Shell in a new window to maximize the view. Google Cloud Shell is a virtual Linux machine to manage Google Cloud resources. This machine comes pre-installed with Git and it has internet connection. We are going to use this to learn Git commands. First, let us create a new directory. The command is mkdir, hello. Next, change the working directory to hello. The command is cd, hello. Let us create an empty file inside hello directory. The command is touch, file1.txt. Let us create a local Git repository for the current working directory hello. The command is git init. This command initializes a Git repository. Essentially, a subdirectory named .git is created and initialized with Git system files. Next, we need to include files for the first commit. The command is git add file1.txt. This command adds a file, or updates made to the file, for the next commit. Git commit command saves the changes in the local repository. Let us commit file1.txt. The command is git commit -m, first commit. -m option is used to provide a commit message. Here the message is first commit. Press enter to execute. It seems there is an error. Since this is the first commit, we need to provide identity information. Let us configure user email and name using git config command. Type git config user.email followed by the email ID of Git account. Git config user.name, the username configured in Git account. Let us also configure the remote repository for this. Type git remote. Add origin. https://github.com/username/ the name of the repository. Now, we are ready to save changes to the local repository, and push local repository contents to a remote repository that resides in Github. The command to update local repository is git commit -m, first commit. Here, first commit is the name assigned to this commit. The command to push local repository to a remote location is git push -u, origin, master. Enter the credentials. Now, the local repository is pushed to a remote location. Branch master, set up to track remote branch master, from origin. Note that, master is the default main branch. Origin points to the remote repository. Let us verify in github.com. Refresh the remote repository in GitHub. You may notice file1.txt, and the commit message. Let us update this file in local working directory, commit to local repository, and then push it to this remote repository. Clear the console screen. Type, nanofile1.txt. Type some content. Save the file. Git add, file1.txt. Git commit, -m second commit. Git push, -u origin master. Enter the credentials. Let us view the file in Github. Here is the content. To summarize, we have learned what is Git and various Git commands including git init, git add, git commit, git config, git remote, and git push. The subsequent videos in this series will focus on more Git commands including git clone, git branch, git checkout, git pull, git merge, etc.